Hi, I'm Bob Smith, Chair of the Macomb County Board of Commissioners. I represent Clinton Township through District 12. I want to take a moment to thank all of our volunteers who have continuously donated their time to improve the lives of others. The volunteers in Macomb County are selfless, tireless, and dedicated. We're reminded in times like these just what a vital role they play. But even when we're not navigating a crisis, volunteers make all of our lives better. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Your efforts do not go unnoticed, and you make Macomb County a much better place to live. Thank you and stay safe. In just 2019, Dee Whitmore has volunteered her time at Families Against Narcotics, Hope Not Handcuffs, Clinton Township Goodfellows, St. Thecla Church, and the Grace Soup Kitchen. With those organizations, she's involved in monthly meetings, event organizations, fundraising, clerical duties, and Christmas gift distribution. Dee is always looking for a way to help people, and her selfless contribution to the community deserves to be recognized. Thank you, Dee. Judy Staples donates her time helping with resident activities, doing clerical duties for the activity department, and other tasks at the Meta Lodge of Shoreline. She's a vital member of the Shoreline team and is always willing to lend a helping hand, whether it be to employees or residents. She's a former nurse and a friendly face in the facility. Judy's very dedicated and her caring heart is obvious to the residents and staff alike. Thank you, Judy.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Andre Duche, and we'll be honoring the volunteers in my district, District 1 in Warren. Number 1 is Sherry Day Camp. Sherry is an honest, dependable, and conscientious volunteer. Her efforts with Warren Rotary allows our outreach to be wide and for us to receive generous donations to give back to our community. Due to Sherry's efforts and the help of others, Warren Rotary has been able to support Ascension Macomb, Boy Scouts, Hemophilia Foundation, Salvation Army, Gleaners, Rising Stars Academy, Warren Rotary Dictionary Project, and Habitat for Humanity. Sherry volunteers eagerly and works tirelessly. Next, we have Robin Hoover. Robin serves in many areas at Freedom Christian throughout the year, helping with lunches, weekly bulletins, letters that go out to the congregation, and setting up Christmas decorations. She also volunteers for several events during our community outreach, all of which is done with a loving heart. Robin may best be known for her banana bread and coffee, which she blesses others with all the time. To the volunteers in District 1, a heartfelt thank you and congratulations from myself and the county and the community at large. Stay well. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Macomb County Commissioner Veronica Kleinfeld. Today, I would like to honor one of Macomb County's volunteers, Barbara Lister. Barbara is a volunteer at Peck Elementary School. She's a retired teacher, and she works one-on-one with students. While reading is her favorite subject, she also helps them with math and organizational skills. She even helps them with big projects that they're working on. Working with students one-on-one, she really makes a difference. And the students at Peck Elementary School are very lucky to have such an experienced volunteer helping them out. She's making students better prepared for the future, and we are eternally grateful for that. On behalf of the Macomb County Board of Commissioners, thank you, Barbara, for all the work that you do. Vicki Fernetti, also known as Mimi, volunteers at Roseville Middle School in the Media Center and the library. She works hard to keep things running smoothly. Vicki recognizes what a tool the library is to prepare our students for the future. She works enthusiastically, and she is respected by the students. I understand that she enjoys her volunteerism, and we are certainly grateful for it. I want to say thank you, Mimi, for making Macomb County a better place. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners, have a good day.
Hello, I'm Commissioner Robert Myjack from Sterling Heights, District 5, and I am overwhelmed by the volunteerism that we are recognizing as part of our volunteer recognition program this year. Our community is certainly stronger than ever because each and every one of you. Thank you. Eric Brisky. Eric Brisky is an integral part of the Board of Property Management, Youth Work Camp, and Shine at Christ Lutheran Church. His experience as an electrician has helped with numerous work projects at the church as well. His leadership involvement with the youth at the work camp has proven his dedication to helping young minds. Eric is trustworthy, skilled, and has good work ethics, and is a devoted Christian. He is always and willing to lend a hand at church. Thank you, Eric. Next, we have Gina Sweet. Gina Sweet is a remarkable young woman who has many talents and is not afraid to share them. An engineer by trade, she has volunteered many years with high school students in the FIRST robotics program. Gina has been a mentor as well as helping the students in this organization. She has a wonderful music talent as well. She plays bells at St. Michael Church and is active as the chairperson with the Troy Community Chorus. Gina works quietly, efficiently, and with never any fanfare. Gina always gives from the heart. Gina, thank you. Finally, we have Pat and Bob Wilcox. Pat and Bob Wilcox donate their time in the Gravener Elementary Library, sorting, filing, shelving, and cataloging books. They also help children directly by reading to them and enriching their lives. Their involvement allows the children more time by working with their teacher. The help of Mr. and Mrs. Wilcox has enriched the lives of many Sterling Heights children by helping them expand their imaginations and knowledge. They are both kind, caring, and consistent with their time and have wonderful personalities. Thank you, Pat and Bob Wilcox.
Hi everyone, my name is Terry Tyrer and I'm the Vice President of Women's Life Chapter 911, Macomb Angels. Myself, along with Becky Livernoise, our Chapter Secretary, and Lisa Swiftney, our Chapter Treasurer, and all of the members of our chapter would like to nominate Lynn Carnes, our Chapter President, for your Volunteer Recognition Program. Lynn has been a volunteer for as long as I've known her, which is more than 5 years. Lynn does fundraisers to support individuals and nonprofit organizations within Macomb County. Lynn is always trying to help those in need. It's nearly impossible to count the number of hours that she might put in a day, a week, a month, or a year, because she's often working on several fundraisers at one time. We'd love to hear that Lynn has been recognized through Macomb County, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks so much.
Hello, I'm Don Brown. I'm the County Commissioner for District 7, which is the northern part of Macomb County. Most of the communities north of 26 Mile Road, plus the northeast quadrant of Shelby Township. I have 3 outstanding volunteers who live in my district that I want to note today. The first is Sandy Gooch. Sandy is the president of the parent group at Armada Middle School and volunteers as the athletic and fundraising activities for the school. She's also a Girl Scout troop leader and organizes camps and patches and other activities for the group. The school parent organization wouldn't be able to do the fundraisers and meet the needs of the local school without Sandy's efforts. She's got a very can-do attitude, aggressive, responsible, and I want to say big congratulations to you, Sandy, for all the work you've been doing in the Armada Middle School. The next volunteer is a woman that passed away recently. Her name is Kathy McKinley Goodrich. She was the executive director of and founder of the Macomb County Warming Center. That organization provides shelter and services to the homeless. Since the program began, thousands of people who didn't qualify for traditional services were able to take advantage of that services offered through her leadership. Kathy was known as a beacon of compassion for her services because she provided services and helped all those who came to her and didn't judge them. She just made sure that they had the services and care that they needed to get them through their time of crisis. She's no longer here, but her legacy continues to live on in the lives of the people that she helped previously. And she's a model to all of us, and we want to recognize her today and saying thank you posthumously for her. But she's a great person. We want to thank her and let her family know that we still respect all the work that she's done. She's been a great legacy for us. The next person, the third person, is Maxine Soheski. Maxine is a volunteer at the RSV program in Clinton Township for the Head Start program. She also is working directly in the classroom assisting students weekly. The children love when she comes to class because she's so energetic and enthusiastic and loving to them. She provides great support not only for her teachers in the classrooms, but for the students and their families. And the work that she's done has made a meaningful difference in the education of these children that she helps every day. So we want to recognize her for all of her volunteer activities in making those students and their families a little bit better. So I want to say thank you on behalf of me and all the residents of my district and all the commissioners for doing such a good job representing all of us and as volunteers for the county. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm from St. Peter Lutheran School in Macomb, Michigan. And our nominee for the Volunteer Recognition Program this year is Nancy Sherby. She is a wonderful woman. We met her when her granddaughter started at our school, and she has been indispensable ever since. She does every job that anyone needs, from the teacher to the pastors to anyone in the building, and she does a great job. She asks the right questions. She doesn't take any shortcuts, and she has made herself indispensable. She is caring, and she is just such a thoughtful person. If you are having a bad day, she just seems to know it, and a Diet Coke will appear on your desk, no questions asked. And our only complaint about her is that she won't take a compliment. If we even start, she's out the door, won't even hear it. We thank you for considering Nancy.
Good evening, I'm Commissioner Phil Kraft, and I want to take a moment to highlight the volunteers in District 8, Lenox and Chesterfield Townships, New Baltimore, and the village of New Haven. First is Michelle Anuli. Michelle has been an active volunteer for over 15 years on the Bayrama Committee and has served on the Board of Directors for 8 years. She took over the creation of the annual event brochure, and with her redesign, she drew in so much interest that the sponsorships have nearly doubled. Michelle is the first to bring a new idea to the table, and the entire community benefits since Bayrama is for kids and adults alike. She is always willing to help and always has a smile on her face. Thank you, Michelle. Next is Ken Bagley. Ken Bagley's volunteer work is something that could not be tallied in hours over the course of 1 year. He has devoted his life to making the lives of children better. Ken has fostered 17 kids and adopted 6 of them. Following a divorce, he decided that perhaps he could make a difference in a child's life. Having always wanted to be a father himself, he chose to become a foster parent. Channeling all of his inner strength, he was able to get through a rough start, eventually making this his life's mission. Thank you, Ken, for your dedication and your kind heart. Next, we have Tammy Graber. Tammy Graber is club president of the New Baltimore Lions Club, global service team district coordinator for Lions 11A2, and the local coordinator for Wreaths Across America. Her positive attitude has brought new members into the club, as she is a positive inspiration for other Lions to live up to. Tammy's work with Wreaths Across America has allowed veterans, both current and those lost, to receive the honors they deserve during the holidays. Tammy is compassionate, a good leader, and understands it takes a group to create change for the better. Last is Gary Patterson. As a volunteer for Macomb County's Meals on Wheels program, Gary Patterson delivers a permanent route each week. He also is always available to take a route when needed. He checks in with the office regularly to inquire if there are any routes needing substitutes. Gary's willingness to serve and go above and beyond the required bi-monthly volunteerism ensures that no senior goes without a meal. He is very personable, motivated, and genuine. Thank you all for volunteering and for all that you do.
The stories of volunteers I'm here to shed light on are a great inspiration for all of us and a great representation of all of the people of Macomb County. Maybelle Cook is a volunteer for the Salvation Army. She prepares and serves meals to the needy. Without her help and experience, the staff would be hard-pressed to get the job done. She serves each meal with love and a smile. Frank Davis serves as the financial chairman of St. Luke's Episcopal Church Vestry. Frank actively supports the weekly paper pantry as well. He's recognized by Lutz School for Work Experience students. The students visit the church weekly. His efforts have increased the visibility of the church's outreach program, and Greg is known for being caring and having a wonderful sense of humor. Marjorie Engel generously donates her time at Shawnee Elementary. She works with kindergarten students on academic tasks and other activities. She gives them their attention and extra help and is very loved by the children. Thank you for being a great role model for our youth. Gary Gamalski is a board member of the Mount Clemens Goodfellows Old and Young Newsboys Goodfellows Association. Gary has served as the treasurer for 20 years. He manages the financial assets and liabilities of the organization, and he handles the bookkeeping, ensuring the organization is on track for the future. Thank you, Gary, and thank you all of you for your effort to make Macomb County a better place. We appreciate you volunteering. Thank you.
My name is Cindy Gustafson, and we at St. Louis Catholic Church nominated Renee and Tim Inman for the Volunteer Recognition Award. Renee heads up the St. Vincent de Paul Society here at our church. Now more than ever, Renee and Tim are exceeding all expectations in getting food to the needy in our community through the St. Vincent de Paul Pantry, which is still open 5 days a week. They're busier than ever during this health crisis. Please keep them in the running for this award. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Phil Gilchrist, and I'm the Executive Director of the Anton Arts Center in Mount Clemens. Thank you for accepting our nomination of Sarah Lynn Krausowitz for this year's Board of Commissioners Volunteer Recognition Program. Sarah Lynn has volunteered at the Anton for 8 years, during which time she has helped to implement arts programming, supported educational activities and outreach programs, and assisted our education manager. Sarah Lynn's positive attitude and willingness to help out have made her a great addition to our operations, and we are thankful she's chosen to spend time working with us. We would like to recognize Sarah Lynn for her hard work and dedication to support our mission to enrich and inspire people of all ages through the arts. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Rob Leonetti from District 10, which includes Harrison Township and St. Clair Shores. I'm going to begin with Mary Lou Cook. Mary Lou and her service dog, Sadie, visit the Church of Christ Assisted Living Center every week. Mary Lou and Sadie bring joy to the residents and staff members there because what they do is they participate in an outdoor walking program. Now, Mary Lou's involvement in this outdoor walking program at the center not only increased the participation of the residents in that center, but it also brought many of the residents' family members to participate in the walk with Sadie and Mary Lou. Mary Lou's work ethic makes it just feel more like home, I guess. And Mary Lou is a very patient, kind, caring, a great listener, reliable, and accommodating to all the residents at the Assisted Living Center. Thank you, Mary Lou, and thank you, Sadie. Sarah Doherty is our next recipient. Sarah is a leader at the Parent Club at the Avalon Elementary School. She leads meetings, organizes fundraisers, helps students, and plans many of the events. Her impact is felt by the entire family and community at Avalon Elementary. The students, the families, the staff all benefit from the volunteer activities of Sarah, and she has made the school a better place. She is kind, flexible, and will do anything for the success of the children, the school, and her community. Sarah, we thank you. Finally, we have Linda White. Linda White, through her volunteer efforts at Turning Point, has helped many survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. She helps them fill out personal protection orders. She mentors the new volunteers that come in, and she participates in many of the organization's volunteer training panels. She has provided service to countless survivors, and she has helped Turning Point to achieve its ultimate goal. She's a tremendous volunteer and a tremendous asset to Turning Point. Linda is self-motivated, dependable, committed, and most of all, compassionate to those survivors. Much needed. Thank you, Linda, for all your efforts. And thank you for all three of you for for making District 10 have such wonderful volunteers.
Hi, I am Macomb County Commissioner Harold Hall representing Fraser and Roseville. Today, I am honored to present the Macomb County Volunteer Award to my good friend Dana Freers. Dana is a long-standing member and president of the Roseville Optimist Club, member of the Fraser First Club, McKinley Park Club, Fraser Lions Club, Fraser First Club, and many, many more. Dana is the example of what a volunteer is all about. She is always energetic, positive, and is a go-to person in the time of need. Next is Sherry Habestein. Sherry Habestein has been a very enthusiastic member of the Fraser First Booster Club for years. Her enthusiasm has since spread to her husband and daughters as they are involved now as well. Sherry has a great passion for the city of Fraser and the Booster Club. Her efforts for the club are a critical piece of the continued success of building better parks, especially Fort McKinley, for the community of Fraser. Sherry will always help whenever she can. She puts 150% into volunteering, and for that we thank you, Sherry. Bob and Lynn Termino. Bob and Lynn volunteer their time with the McCrest program, helping sort through donated clothes to determine size and gender and organize them accordingly prior to sales. They also lend their time during the sales events to welcome people and help in any way they're available to. They also volunteer for community suppers, setting up, making beverages, serving meals, and cleaning up. They also volunteer their time at Cross Church Bible Study, setting up and greeting guests, and at Gleaners, where they pack food and organize information to be shared with those in need. Our next volunteer is Roger Kane. Roger serves as an officer of the John F. Kennedy Knights of Columbus, Council 5460. He also elects to volunteer his time at all of the council's events and memorial services. He provides comfort to families at these memorial services and dedicates himself to helping those who need rides and assistance. I am honored to present the Macomb County Volunteer Award to my good friend Mike Batke. Mike is a long-standing member of the Roseville Optimist Club, co-chairman of the Roseville Rosevest Committee, a member of the Roseville Planning Commission, and an usher at St. Pio's Church. Mike also coordinates the Optimist Youth Appreciation Event, co-chairman of the Roseville Big Bird Run, and an election worker for Clerk Rich Steelen. Mike is the example of what a volunteer is all about.
Hi, this is Macomb County Commissioner Leon Drolet, representing Macomb Township. First, I'd like to recognize Ken Brubaker. Ken, through his work at Henry Ford Macomb Hospital, helps many visitors and patients get to the areas they need to get to. He has a way of making everyone feel welcome. Ken puts patients at ease when they may come in stressed, and he makes sure he follows through with every encounter. He always goes the extra mile to provide the best experience for patients, visitors, and staff. Thank you, Ken. Next, I'd like to recognize Paul Desjardins. Volunteering with the Knights of Columbus and St. Margaret of Scotland Parish, Paul organizes and participates in all the fundraising events. He's a member of the Men's Club, active with youth, working with the McWarm program, catering food to families in need, working with the Tootsie Roll Drive for the intellectually handicapped, and supports veterans. Paul fulfills the mission of the Knights of Columbus, which is unity, fraternity, charity, and patriotism, every single day with everyone he encounters. Thank you so much, Paul. It is greatly appreciated. Next, I'd like to recognize Eileen McKays. Eileen McKays is Sterling Heights Lions Club Secretary and chairperson of numerous committees and club events. Her efforts have allowed the club to raise the funds necessary to donate to charities. She gives hours of her time, monetary contributions, and is unselfish and absolutely compassionate. Eileen, thank you for helping make our community great. And also today, I'd like to recognize Gretchen Vermiglio. Through her volunteer work with the Parade Company, Gretchen Vermiglio is one of the amazing tour guides with the organization. She also volunteers at parade company events. She goes over and above to make people smile. She's a positive, dependable, and giving person, an absolute delight. Gretchen, thank you so much for making our community great. Everybody in our county, everybody in our nation, everybody in our communities, let's work together now to help each other out through this very difficult time. Let's stay safe, and let's look forward to the day where we can all get together again and interact and support each other in every way we can. Thank you so much. Be safe.
Hi, Commissioner Joe Romano here, representing Sterling Heights District 4. And I just want to thank all the volunteers who continue to donate their time. Joyce P. Ty. Joyce Ty is always looking for ways to help others in any way she can. Her volunteering time is shared between the City of Sterling Heights, the American Red Cross, and Macomb County. Among those organizations she specifically lends her time to is the Sterling Heights Beautification Committee, the Census, the local advisory committees, and is a regular blood donor. Joyce is enthusiastic and creates a sense of community in everything she does. The other volunteers are husband and wife team, Joe and Teresa White Knight. Joe and Teresa White Knight are Macomb County's 411 club leaders, introducing youths to the outdoors and helping guide them through other 411 learning projects. They prepare the youth for the challenges of life in fresh, interesting, and unique ways, providing a lifelong opportunity for growth. They are both selfless, compassionate, humble, passionate, and engaging educators, inspiring and helping our youth becoming the best versions of themselves. Thank you to all these volunteers and all the rest of the volunteers that donate their time. Without them, where would we be? Thank you.
This is Rosie Bird from Bethlehem Lutheran Church in Harrison Township. Rosie is the director of our free outreach clothing closet, which she designed years ago. And she commits herself to going in on every Friday to set up, clean, fold, disperse, hang, all sorts of stuff with clothing. And then the second Saturday of every single month, Rosie goes and opens a clothing closet from 11 till 2 at our church, and it's free to the community.